Welcome back to the news at 10. The people of the Enoma community in Anambra West local government are calling on the state government to provide them with basic infrastructure. Well, this call follows the recent cholera outbreak in the community earlier on in the year. Our community report tonight takes a look at the agitations of these people.
Now you're talking.
The calmness that envelops Enoma community could be said to be one major attraction for any visitor here, and the people's way of life could be described as simple. Some of them walk long distances to fetch firewood for cooking, while some do petty trading. Enoma community is one of the communities in Anambra West local government area with high deposit of untapped crude oil and natural gas. But this road leading into the village could perhaps give an insight into the challenges of the people.
No good road. Many things are happening. It's like government abandoned this place.
Although looking around the community, one could see electric wires and poles, but this does not suggest the community has electricity supply. Aside from electricity, getting potable water is another challenge this community is facing. And this borehole dug by the local government is no longer functioning. The villagers are left with this lake as their major source of water.
Enoma needs a water scheme at this Enoma because the water we drink there is stagnant. When you go to the stream now, you see that the place we bath, it is the same place we fetch the water we drink.
This explains the recent outbreak of cholera in this community, which saw about 10 persons dead. Many others landed in this health center. The traditional ruler of the community seems to be helpless in the midst of all of these challenges. He, however, says road infrastructure is their major concern.
Though politically we can see poles of electricity, that is not our problem. Light is secondary. But the most important thing is this road, access road. Because anything that is happening now, before you can take a patient from here to the next point, that patient is gone.
However, in one of his campaigns before now, the governor, Willie Obiano, had commissioned the Mmiata Nzam Road, which will lead to Enoma community.
This road will be costing Anambra State government a whopping sum of 10 billion naira. It's leading to a very important community in Anambra State. This road is going through farm settlements. It is going through where rice is produced in Anambra West.
It is hoped that this project would not just end in the commissioning stage, but would soon be flagged off. Perhaps the people of Enoma community would begin to reap the dividend of democracy. Chimeze Obi Iwago, Channels Television News.
Now you're talking.
Petrolog Limited, an indigenous oil servicing firm, has unveiled its brand new diving support vessel, DSV Venus, in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. DSV Venus is said to be the largest indigenous dive support vessel in sub-Saharan Africa and is equipped for shallow and deep water operations. The chairman of Petrolog Limited says the feat is a win for indigenous service companies.
The commissioning of this project, DP2 saturation diving vessel DSV Venus, is the reason everyone is gathered. Wholly indigenously owned by Petrolog Group, DSV Venus is the latest marina set for deep and shallow water operations.
DSV Venus is a state-of-the-art vessel equipped for shallow and deep water operation. So our IOC friends, we got everything in one. you want air diving, we have it. You want saturation diving, we have it. You want a 100-ton crane to lift your pipe, we have it. You want to lay pipe, we have it. You want to do Christmas tree, we have it. You want accommodation, we give you 182 bunk bed here. We can accommodate 182 people.
Testimonies really abound to the feat, which speaks volume and will contribute to the national economy.
This is local content. It's a process that will put together, build our economy into something that will be of envy to different people across the world.
We're going to work together to make sure that first consideration is given to this vessel and indeed any other Nigerian vessel before any other vessel can work.
I told him we have a transaction and that we're going to finance it. He couldn't believe it. And I'm sure if you ask him today, at the speed of light, he got all his approvals. Up to today, still in shock as to the level of professionalism, speed with which this transaction was concluded. And that's the new first bank for you all.
The glory of God and for the benefit of all mankind. Amen.
Oil installations that are drilled below the seabed, at the seabed. How do you interface? How do you repair? How do you install? You need people to go there. You need to be able to achieve those objectives, and that's what this vessel does.
After 3 decades in the business, Petrolog Group and many other service companies can't be more grateful for the local content law, which has this vessel as a testimony. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
First Bank. You first.
Thanks for joining us for Business News on the News at 10. I am Gimba Umar. Well, the House of Representatives has mandated its Committee on Environment and Gas Resources to investigate the refusal of the Nigerian Ajip Oil Company to pay 400 million naira compensation for devastation caused by a gas leak in Delta State. On moving the motion, Honorable Nicholas Osai said the Iri-Kwale gas pipeline operated by the oil company emitted gas between 23rd and 29th of December 2009, which polluted the entire community of Agbo in Dokwa East local government area of Delta State. The Committee on Gas Resources and Environment have been given 3 weeks to complete their assignment and report back to the House. The federal government plans to attract investment into various sectors of the Nigerian economy. This is according to the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, Mrs. Saratu Umar, in an interview with Channels Television. Mrs. Umar also stated that the government is creating awareness of the diversified economy to investors. The Ministry of Finance has agreed to work with the African Ministers of Finance to deepen the activities of the African Tax Administration Forum, ATAF, to promote efficient, effective and service-oriented tax administration in Africa. The Minister of Finance, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, gave this assurance to the Acting Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Kabir Mashi, and other members of the ATAF Committee on Finance and Audit during a courtesy visit to her office in Abuja. The ATAF team says that such support will ensure smooth running of the organization to meet global best practice. The Nigerian equities market continued bullish, but with muted gains as key indicators appreciated marginally by 0.05%. Emana Ambrose Amawe has more details on today's transactions.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The Nigerian equities markets continued bullish, but with muted gains as key indicators appreciated marginally by 0.05%. The all-share index and market capitalization closed the day's session at 30,614.93 and 10.21 trillion naira, respectively. At the end of mid-week's trade, 26 stocks recorded price gains, and the top 3 were Nestle, Guinness Nigeria and Flour Mills Nigeria.
22 equities suffered losses, and the heaviest price loser for the day was Seplat. The equity shed 19 naira 90 kobo from its share price. It's followed by Mobile and Guarantee Trust Bank. Axis Bank, Zenith Bank, and FDN Holdings were the top 3 active trades for the day. At the end of the session, investors in 5,283 deals exchanged 381.29 million shares, valued at 4.90 billion naira. Those are the trading figures for the day. I'm Emana Ambrose Amawe.
And that wraps it for business news on the News at 10 tonight. Many thanks indeed for being part of it. I'm Gimba Umar. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the News at 10 as we leave you with global market figures.
First Bank.
The news management company introduces new medical device to reduce heart conditions among players in the Nigerian League. That's on sports. So join us again.